Hello everybody, Snowflake here. Welcome to another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Tag Force 2. Previously in Yu-Gi-Oh! We were in the Raw Yellow Dawn. On a Tuesday night, we had a couple of duels. We managed to tame Tyranno's Ultimate Tyranno in a tag duel against him and Aite. We used our Spellcaster deck and managed to pick up a nice victory over there. Yeah, we had a 5,000 attack Gemini Elf. Barely worth mentioning at this point. It's just a norm with us. We just summon powerful monsters, and we don't even care. Then we had a very stall-based duel where we took on Woody and there was a guy with him. He was a Slifer. I remember that much. Taku, yeah, the Royal Knight guy, yeah. We used our Archfiend deck, and they managed to summon the Last Warrior from Another Planet, which, if you don't know, is a monster that stops either player from summoning any more monsters for the rest of the duel. And then we just Nightmare Wheeled it, and then they couldn't do anything else for the entire rest of the duel, and Nightmare Wheel literally 8,000 to 0 them, and we won pretty easily. Then we made a Neospatian deck, which I didn't expect to do very well, but came to the harbour. On the Wednesday morning, we made quite a few friends, but not enough for Alexis's high standard. And then we took on Deluge and Colin with a Neospatian deck, and to my surprise, we actually won, and the Neospatian deck actually did a lot of the work. We did have a little help from their Mausoleum of the Emperor, which let us summon Elemental Hero Neos at the end. And then we could play Neospace and give it Neos Force and Neos, you know? But Grand Molt was useful. We managed to use we even used the Chrysalis to summon it, which was pretty cool. But yeah, that was that. And now we're on to a new episode where we will be going to class first of all. And then we will be doing 3 tag duels after that. Hope that sounds good, because it definitely sounds great to me. We're about halfway to Alexis's first heart. How many episodes has it been since we started? Only a handful, I think. Anyway, let's go to class. Yeah, nothing says a Yu-Gi-Oh! GX class like aiming low. That's what Chumley's the star of the basement. He always aims low. Oh, where am I going? Maybe I should set a Destiny draw for this deck just in case. There's no need. Okay, Pathway 1 has 1 chest. Pathway 2 has 4 chests. Number 3 1 red, 2 blue, 4 blue and 1 red. Okay, that's probably the winner. Five's got 1 chest. Okay, Pathway 4 is our best route to treasure, so let's go. And we get a big sandwich. So much for the glory of the red chest. Yeah, a card. Giant turtle who feeds on flames. Legendary name. Not so legendary monster, but hey, I don't think we had it before. Ladder. Don't really need it. Ladder. Don't really need it. Okay. 4 chests before our first opponent. Gotta love the lower floors. Okay, Fusilia Dragon. I wonder if that could be skill trade. I hope it's skill trade. Poison of the Old Man. And Goblin Thief. We got the battery. So out of the 5 chests, there was one which had giant turtle who feeds on flames, and that was just about it. Okay, Monster and 2 face downs. We can play Dark Room of Nightmare and 2 Goblin Thieves, and that should be enough. Should be Goblin Thieves, I guess. It's poor grammar for me. Oh, we found an elemental hero Blade Edge. I imagine we are maxed out with Blade Edges, but cool. Maybe Jaden dropped it when he was doing his basement run and we just stolen his copy. That is funny to imagine. Anyway, Restructure Revolution for 1,000, and then Restructure Revolution for another 1,000. We're down to 63. One chest there. One chest in number 2. Two chests for number 3. Ooh, 5 chests for number 4. That's so far proven to be the most profitable number. Wait, hold on. Let's go back to 4 again. We got 2 opponents. Okay, let's just count the chests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, including a red chest. Okay. 5 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, including a red chest. Okay, which is a path of least resistance then? 1, 2, 3, 5 enemies, and we go up to we go back up. Or 1 enemy, and we get to keep going down. Yeah, let's go with let's go with number 5 then. I know there's the argument that enemies can also drop rewards, so we should maybe try and fight both of them. But I'm just trying to minimize the risk of us actually losing, which isn't a high risk at all, because we got Ukazi and we got Final Flame. We don't really need to worry. But yeah, we got a ladder. Got another ladder. We got a card. Wall of Illusion. We probably have a maxed out with that, but good card, I guess. Rice Ball. Don't need. And a red chest has a sandwich. And another Rice Ball. We are very full, thank you. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3. 3, number 1. It's promising. 2 for 2. Nothing in that one. One. Two. Okay, so which one was 3 again? It was half 2, wasn't it? No. Put path 1. Yeah. Okay, we'll stay here then. We're not hungry. Okay, Dark Room of Nightmare. And Restructor Revolution. You get to start. Just a couple of face downs. No problem. We've got Ukazi. And we've got our Restructor Revolution. This would be a lot tougher if we didn't have the thing that halve their life points. That is very... If that gem somehow breaks, we're in a bit of trouble. Just a face down card. Okay, Dark Room of Nightmare. Poison of the Old Man, which is still not going to be enough. Final Flame most certainly will be, as the name would suggest. Card? Patroid. I'd be surprised if we didn't already have 3 of those. Maybe Cyrus dropped Patroid and we've just stolen his copy. But to be fair, he didn't have Patroid in his deck before I gave it to him, technically. Alright. Well, we've got a red chest already, if we start here. But that is all we get if we take path 1. Path 2 just has a blue chest. Path 3 has a blue chest. The longer you stay, the less reward they give you. There you go, path 4 has 3. Path 5 also has 3. Now, which one has less enemies? And just for one on path 4, it does also take us back above ground. Also, path 5 also only has 1 enemy in it. Let's just double check. Yeah, and both paths also lead above ground. Yeah, okay. Let's just go with path 4 so we fight the enemy first, and then we know it's plain sailing from there. And as suspected, it won't be a problem. Restructor Revolution and Ukazi. We got Light Barrier. That's the Arcana Force Field spell, isn't it? We've probably already got that from the card converter, I think, but probably didn't have 3 of it. Yeah, we definitely won't be needing all of those ladders. I'll just deposit them as I leave. X-Head Cannon. Huh. That's actually a decent card. I mean, yeah, it is. I mean, definitely is a decent card. I'm just writing that down. Might go into the machine deck. I'm not sure how we're doing with powerful monsters. An XYZ deck would be fun to make if we had all the pieces. And we claim all of our rewards. Okay. Hopefully no random events before we can change our deck this time. Let's go to the duel field. And let's also check out our new cards, because I always forget to do that. Okay, so Egghead Cannon is new. Giant Turtle who feeds on flames is new and sucks. Everything else we already had, but how much did we have of them? Blade Edge. That was our third one, we only had 2. Interesting. I'll double check. I don't think we'll need 3 Blade Edges in a deck. 2 should be more than enough, but doesn't hurt to have it. Light Barrier. Wanted to check on as well. We already had 3, okay. What else? Pat Roy, I assume we had 3 of that. Yep. Wall of Illusion was another card we got. That was our third one, we only had 2 before. Yeah, I don't think there's ever going to be a situation where we want 3 Walls of Illusion. But it's nice to have 3 Walls of Illusion. Okay. Very good. Yeah, we got two of pretty much each elemental hero. We don't think we need another Blade Edge in there. Yeah, let's have a look at who's here. We have got Yumi and Yuma. Pretty sure we've dueled you before and you were here. We've got Anka and Darren. I think we also dueled that pair fairly recently. And that's it. Okay, so we'll duel them and then we'll find someone else. Okay, Yumi 12 and 3, Yuma 6 and 5. Let's duel. And Alexis gets to duel with the elemental heroes, isn't she lucky? So Yumi, I think one of them is Dark Scorpion. I can't remember. I think it's Yumi. Because we dueled them with a Dark Scorpion deck in a standoff. I named one of my episodes afterwards. Okay, not bad. Very good now. You summon Manju. You get your Dakini. And you can summon... You can summon Dakini straight away. She might wait though. That might be smart, just so you get the full benefit of Dakini's effect. I can rock with that strategy. Okay, face down for Yumi. Face down cards. Ooh. This is an interesting looking hand. Alright, I think Foolish Burial. Terrible Deal. Pay 1,000, we discard a random card. Ha. Well, this could be harmless, or I mean, there's no card that we absolutely must have. I would love to keep Future Fusion, but we can live... I'm kind of sad we lost Elemental Hero of the Heat. Yeah, let's chuck Necroshade in there. We don't have any Tribute Heroes, unfortunately. But what we can do is we can summon Wild Heart. And let's play Our Righteous Justice to get rid of... Oh, it's Scapegoat. Okay. Okay, I guess we're slaying some sheep. I feel like I kind of wasted that now. Oh well. And then we can play Future Fusion. I'm not even sure what I really want. We could go with Electrum, something like that. But its effect doesn't really help us too much. Tempest? Potential. Quite like the idea of Thunder Giant. Flame Wingman is obviously Flame Wingman. Let's go with Flame Wingman. I've probably deliberated for them just to play a Heavy Storm and just destroy Future Fusion. I thought that was going to be it. Nope, just a reinforcement of the army. And a DD Assailant, which I'm not looking forward to facing. We don't need to negate attack. Hopefully, well, Alexis will summon Dakini. Unfortunately, they get to pick the monster that gets destroyed, right? We do have Soul of Purity and Light, which is also pretty good. But you chose to tribute that rather than Cyber Prima. I'm not sure about that. They're obviously going to pick a sheep token here. And yep, now you're summoning Cyber Prima. Wait, does that destroy all face-up spell cards on the field? So Future Fusion's gonna. Nice one, Alexis. Thanks. Appreciate it. I knew I was deliberating for nothing. Alright, well, Dakini can at least pierce through the last sheep token. I wish I kept the other ones alive now. Prima attacks Assailant. Interesting. Didn't expect Alexis to be willing to give up Cyber Prima there, when there was another monster she could have attacked. We didn't even have a card to discard for Divine Wrath. That might have stopped. Would that have stopped? I think that would have stopped Assailant. Alright, well, they're going to keep putting monsters down. Trap card's a little worrying. But as long as Dakini can keep shredding through them, should be okay. Yeah, let's hope. Dakini. Attack this one. Protector of a Sanctuary. Let's summon Bestinatrix. I didn't want to attack with it because that's probably got higher defense. Hero Signal face down if they try and destroy it. Is this going to be Snack Steel? No, but another card they had in their hand was Snack Steel. Oh boy. And we're running captain. The whole party's here. Sangan. Wish I'd kept that Our Righteous Justice now. Yeah, let's negate attack. Alexis has nothing. Swords? Swords, please. Polymerization. Completely useless. You might as well attack Sangan or something because Dakini can do piercing anyway. No? Okay. You don't know your own monster's effect. It's cool. Yeah, this isn't looking good. Confiscation. You're wasting your life points because Alexis was probably never going to use that polymerization. She might have been able to discard it to negate an effect though. Okay, Mine the Fawn, so you're going to be getting more Dark Scorpions. Yep, she gets to add a card Dark Scorpion to her hand because she did damage. There's Cliff, that's going to destroy spells and traps. I mean, probably not our biggest threat. Impending life point doom is obviously a more prevalent issue at hand. Don't suppose I'll be getting a Destiny draw. Mirror Force, Heavy Storm, Swords of Revealing Light, Miracle Fusion, Skyscraper. Well, that's the end of this duel. Yeah, if Alexis hadn't got rid of my Flame Wingman, well, got rid of Future Fusion and prevented Flame Wingman from being summoned, we probably would have won. Flame Wingman probably would have done enough damage to win us this duel. And with Skyscraper, it could have even beaten Dakini. And Sangan deals the killing blow. We looked very much on top for most of this duel, but Alexis did have to pretty much give up her entire hand to summon Cyber Angel Dakini, and all they had to do was play Snack Steel and it was theirs. I really wish I had that card, but unfortunately not. That is a problem with ritual spell cards. Or ritual decks in general. You have to have particular cards and you have to have so many of them that there's no room for anything else. Alright, let's try regular old fusions then. Anchor 8 and 9 with a chance to even that up, and she's with Darren, who is 16 and 1 against. Warriors and spellcasters. We've dueled this team before. Polymerization. You can get the Etoile Cyber, you've got the Blade Skater, but you don't have the means to fuse them together. In fact, you're not even going to get the Etoile Cyber, you're just going to go straight for a second Blade Skater. Not sure why, but okay. It's not a great hand for Alexis, because she has 2 Souls of Purity and Light, but she didn't get any of her light monsters, so she's never going to be able to summon it. Okay, UFO Turtle at least won't be able to beat Blade Skater. Couple of traps. Well, there are a few options. So, Gaia the Dragon Champion, Ambulance Rescueroid, or any fusion with either Necroshade or Bubble Man. Ambulance Rescueroid can bring back any monster that's destroyed. Got Mariner, you got Mudball Man. You got Steam Healer. That's it. Do I not have Darkbright in here? Oh yeah, I do have Darkbright. I missed that. Alright, let's have a think. I'm thinking Ambulance Rescueroid. It's probably the smartest call here. Good attack points and a good effect. And I'm not going to use Rescueroid for much else, so... Then I'll tribute Blade Skater for Curse of Dragon. And we'll see how this goes. Curse of Dragon attacks UFO Turtle. Fire on fire, even though Curse of Dragon's dark. We know from the anime he spits fire. And I'm not even talking about his bars. Command Knight. Good. I thought you were going to go for another UFO Turtle there. But Command Knight is just fine. Ambulance Rescueroid can beat that if they let us. Which they do. Good, good. Okay, that will do. I could have special summoned... No, we had Blade Skater, never mind. I couldn't have special summoned Bubble Man. A monster face down, some stray lambs. Okay, they're going... Parking the bus. We just had to face sheep tokens, now we've got lamb tokens. More face downs. One of them's Pikaru's Second Sight. Oh. Useless card for them. We have to show them every card we draw for a couple of turns, but... They don't do anything with that information. Oh, Boku. Okay. Not a Mirror Force, at least. Ooh, Fairy Lily. That's worrying. So you activated this card before our end phase, so you only get to see my next draw, and that's it. I wonder if they'll attack with Fairy Lily. Oh, she summoned UFO Turtle. I warn you, that's another Blade Skater. Yeah, she is going to attack with Fairy Lily. But if she attacks Curse of Dragon, then Ambulance Rescueroid can just bring it back. So you just wasted a bunch of life points. For a monster that we're just going to be able to bring back. Don't know why you had to summon that in defense mode, but thankfully it's safe. UFO Turtle's not going to do anything. Another trap card. I hate it when they play that one last trap card when you're about to win the duel. Yep, hello, you can see my Wild Heart. Isn't that great for you? So if I burn the Fairy Lily, that's 2,000. If I do it twice, then we win. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Yeah. Let's try and make her waste all of her life points. We've got Solemn Judgment, actually, so we can stop whatever trap card they just put, but then we won't have the life points to give up to get rid of Fairy Lily. Okay, let's think about this. So Blade Skater attacks will then lose 2,000. So will they. Wild Heart attacks. We'll lose 1,900. They'll lose 2,000. Then they're left with 500, and then Curse of Dragon, Ambulance Rescueroid can go in for the kill. I'm happy with that. Or we start with Curse of Dragon because Ambulance Rescueroid can bring it back, right? Yeah. Or it has to come back in defense mode. I didn't know that. Okay, we'll start with Blade Skater. Yep, I figured you would. Kaiba's used this strategy before. He made them waste all of their. He made Lecter waste all of his life points on Injection Fairy Lily until he eventually ran out, and then he was able to destroy it. Yep, figured you would. We'll use Ambulance Rescueroid to bring Wild Heart back. And Curse of Dragon then attacks it for game. Alright, smart play. If the opponent was at all smart, they would have just let us destroy Injection Fairy Lily the first time. But they were not. Okay, Fusion deck 1, and we actually got a good fusion out. Ambulance Rescueroid did its thing. Brought back our Curse of Dragon when we needed it. Awesome. Okay, Earth, you're up next for whoever we find on our travels. Ooh. You know what we can do? We can go to the store. Let's go to the store. We don't have to wait till we get 100k every time. Let's buy some packs. And some sandwiches. And probably do... Ooh, Jaden as well. Jules and Jaden. And there's also Sadina, Rock, Moses, Ree, Para, and Jesse for next episode. So we've got our whole next episode in this room. We'll do Jules and Jaden this episode, but let's buy ourselves some packs while we're here. We just finished editing all of our decks from our last pack spree, so now we're gonna do it again. First of all, let's buy Alexis a sandwich. We know Alexis is good at drawing egg wishes from the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX series. So let's see if we can get her one. A golden egg wish anyway. Ramen noodles. That sounds like a decent sandwich. Go on, Alexis, you like ramen noodles, right? This is pretty good, thanks. Okay. So that's one she likes. And now let's spend our remaining 30,000 DP on packs. And we should have a couple of new ones in stock. As well as the chance to buy some of Dorothy's packs, because she is now in charge rather than Sadie. Okay, let's have a look. So we've got water packs available today on 94%. We're a little behind on those, so we can catch up. But there we go, there's our first new pack, the Cybergirl Rhapsody. This pack is a collection of cards that Alexis uses, so yeah, we've had Jaden's pack, we've had Cyrus's pack, which we can't buy anymore. And the other new pack we've got is a Dragon's Tail. It seems this pack contains Dragon-type monsters. This is my kind of pack. And that one is for completing the game with 2 characters. So I think we got this Magic Carpet one for doing it with 1 character, and a Dragon's Tail for doing it with 2. And yes, Dragon is my favourite attribute. So I'm very much looking forward to opening a lot of these today. We're actually at 98% on both Sadie and Dorothy's packs, so... Alright, so apart from that, we're on 97 for Neospatians. And we're on 94 for Waters, so we're going to keep buying packs from Alexis and from Dragons until we hit 94%. Sounds good to me. Let's start with our first ever Alexis pack. We already had 16% of the cards, but these ones are all new. Ooh, we get... so Alexis is... So a lot of these characters' packs don't just include cards that they use, but also cards from similar archetypes. I guess because Alexis is a female character, they were like, let's put all the female archetypes in here. So we've got Amazonas, we've got Harpies, which are interesting decks to make, and I'm actually excited to be able to build out those decks. We've got Amazonas Fighter, which takes 0 battle damage. We've got Amazonas Spellcaster, which switches the attack of 1 Amazonas monster with the attack of your opponent's monster. We've got End of the World, which ritual summons either Ruin Queen of Oblivion or Demise King of Armageddon. We've got Harpy's Hunting Ground, which destroys a spell or trap every time a Harpy Lady is summoned, and gives Winged Beasts 200 attack and defense. Good card. And the Forgiving Maiden, which has 2000 defense, which is good, but its effect is not that great. Tribute it to return one of your monsters destroyed by battle during this turn. There we go. New cards. Okay, let's get ourselves some dragons. I really want some dragons. Give me some dragons. Okay, surprising amount of duplicates. Blackluster Rituals in here. I guess Blackluster Soldier goes into Dragon Master Knight, which I suppose is in this pack too. We've got Dragon's Gunfire, so when we have a dragon, we can either inflict 800 points of damage or destroy a monster with 800 or less defense. I like that second effect a lot more, but you never know when the first one might come in handy. We've got Meteor Black Dragon, which is a fusion of Red Eyes Black Dragon and Meteor Dragon. Which I'm now curious. Do we have Red Eyes? I don't remember if we have Red Eyes. We might have it. So that might be something we could put in our fusion deck. We've got Mirage Dragon, which stops traps in the battle phase, which is also a very good card. And might even just go in my light deck as well. We'll write it down. Okay, we'll get another dragon pack. There it is, Dragon Master Knight. The fusion of Blackluster Soldier and Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Can't be summoned except with fusion summon and gains 500 attack for every other dragon on the field. On your side of the field. This effect's kind of lame for a boss monster like that. But I guess with fusion substitutes it's fairly easy to substitute one for Blue Eyes Ultimate. Probably won't be going in my fusion deck though, but we'll see. We'll see. Got a third White Dragon Ritual, a second Rare Metal Dragon. We've got Element Dragon, which gains 500 attack for a fire monster and can attack twice with a wind monster if it destroys a monster by battle. And Spirit Ryu, very good for a dragon deck. When it attacks, you can discard a number of dragons and it gains 1000 attack for each dragon discarded for that battle. It's more good for getting dragons in the graveyard so you can bring them back later, or playing Super Rejuvenation so you get to add everything back to draw the equivalent amount of cards. Which I imagine is also in this pack too. Okay, back to Alexis. We got Amazoness Tiger, aka Tanya from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. You can only have one on your side of the field, gains 400 for each Amazoness card on your side of the field, including itself. And your opponent can't attack any other Amazon card. Got a second Amazoness Archers. We got Final Ritual of the Ancients, which ritual summons Reshef the Dark Beam. Got Cyber 2-2, which is actually an Alexis card. If the attack of all of your opponent's monsters is higher than it, Cyber 2-2 can attack directly. That was kind of Alexis' style. She liked attacking directly with Etoile Cyber, with Cyber 2-2. She used that Double Passe trap card, which made both monsters attack the other directly. So she did like cards like that. Got Triangle Ecstasy Spark, which makes Harpy Lady Sisters specifically have 2700 attack and stops your opponent from activating trap cards as well as negating them. Might be somewhat usable in a Harpy Lady deck. Alright, we've got 31 and 30, so dragons are up. Okay, we have got Black Skull Dragon. I know we definitely have Summon Skull, so definitely take a B-Skull Dragon in the fusion deck. If we have a Red Eyes as well, that would also go with Meteor Black Dragon. Kaiser Glider is a very good dragon. Can't be destroyed by a battle of a monster of the same attack. And when it's destroyed, you can bounce the monster back to the owner's hand. It's also a candidate for our light attribute deck. Second Dragon's Gunfire, second Meteor Black Dragon. And we got a Felgrin Dragon. Can't be special summoned except from the graveyard and only when it went there from the field. When it's special summoned, select the monster in your graveyard and it gains attack equal to its level times 200. I have mixed feelings about this card. I really don't like the restriction where you can't special summon it from the graveyard unless it went there from the field. That means you have to tribute summon it first. Obviously, the attack boost it gets if you do manage to bring it back from the graveyard is pretty good. I feel like there are probably better cards though. Okay, what have you got for me, Rhodey? We've got the original Harpy Lady. We've got Harpy's brother. That's a candidate for the win deck. 1800 attack. We've got Sonic Maid, which is a weak-ish monster. At least it's level 3. Commencement Dance, used to ritual summon Performance of Sword. A lot of ritual cards in general for Alexis as well. And we've got Harpy Lady Sisters. Can't be special summoned except for Elegant Egotist. We prefer the upgraded versions of the Harpy Ladies with the effects, please. But at least that's something. Back to dragons. There it is, Blackluster Soldier. The Flute of Summoning Dragon. Love using that with my Lord of D. You can special summon up to 2 dragons from your hand while Lord of D is on the field. We've got a Kaiba favorite, Different Dimension Dragon. Can't be destroyed by the effect of a spell or trap that doesn't target it, and can't be destroyed by battle with a monster with 1900 or less attack. Semi-useful card, but if it's level 5, so probably not going to use it. Red Eyes Black Chick. Tribute it to special summon Red Eyes Black Dragon from your hand. And we've got a Wing Beat of Giant Dragon. Return a level 5 or higher dragon to your hand and destroy all spells and trap cards. Can be useful, especially if you've got something like a Flute of Summoning Dragon you can use to bring your dragon type monster right back to the field. I'm already getting excited about a dragon deck. I still don't think we have enough cards to make one right now, but we'll see. Back to Cybergirl Rhapsody. We've got ourselves a Cyber Shield, which boosts either Harpy Lady or Harpy Lady Sister's attack by 500. We've got a second Harpy Girl. We've got Saint Joan, fusion of the Forgiven Maiden and Marie the Fallen One. Oh yeah, we got the Forgiven Maiden earlier this episode. And I know we had Marie the Fallen One as well, so maybe Saint Joan is a candidate for a fusion deck. I mean, it's better than Gaia the Dragon Champion, to be fair. We've got a second Harpy Lady 3. I didn't realise we already had one. That's good. And we've got Raging Area. Oh, so we've got the familiar possess, Raging, that kind of series as well in this pack. You can tribute a water monster, accept this card to special summon. Once per turn, by tributing one water monster, accept this card, special summon a water monster from your hand. And if this is removed from your side of the field, the monster is destroyed. Do I want to put that in my water deck? Nah. If you could tribute itself, maybe, but nah. Let's go with another Alexis pack. Got Amazoness Blowpiper. Select a monster on your opponent's side of the field. It loses 500. Wait, during each of your standby phases, and it loses 500 attack for the duration of that turn. It's not that good. Second Amazoness Spellcaster, Harpy's brother and final ritual of the ancients. And we've got Storming Wind, which is the wind version of Raging Area. So probably not going to use that either. Dragons. We got Des Volskalf, a Yugi dragon. I quite like this one. Each time it destroys a monster by battle, it does 500 damage to your opponent. And each time a normal or quick play spell is activated, it gains 200 attack during until the end of the turn. It's not that great, but it's semi-decent. Probably not going to put in any other deck besides a dragon one, but there you go. Second Blackluster Soldier, we've got Ronsa Dragonute, which does piercing damage. Got good defense points as well. Another realized black trick, and a troop dragon, which can summon another one when it's destroyed. Could be useful as well. Back to Alexis. Giant Scorpion of the Tundra. It's probably a fusion material of some sort. There we go. Second Harpy's Hunting Ground, End of the World, and St. Joan. And we got a gold rare, we got Amazon Swordswoman, which your opponent takes all battle damage from any battle involving this card. That can be very useful. Especially if you're like losing a duel. Well, you're winning the duel on life points, but you're behind. You can just throw Swordswoman at your opponent's high attack monster. Even boost their attack if you need to. And throw Swordswoman at it to win the duel. Good card. Let's try again. Third, St. Joan and Amazon's Archers. Second, oh, we had Etwell Cyber. Didn't know that. Amazon's Fighter and Storming Wind. Okay, we got Elegant Egotist, so we can turn Harpy Lady into another Harpy Lady or Harpy Lady Sisters. Third, Harpy's Hunting Ground. Second, Commencement Dance. And a new card, and a good card too, Blizzard Dragon. This isn't the Dragon Pack, but I'm sure glad to be getting this card. 1800 attack, and once per turn you can freeze a monster basically until the end of your opponent's next turn so it can't attack or change its battle position. Which can be good for locking down one particular monster if that's getting you down, and it has high attack points as well. So, very happy with that. Back to the actual Dragon Pack. I wonder if a Blizzard card is in reference to Alexis's Society of Light spell. So we've got a second Dragon Master Knight, Dragon Treasure, and Felgrim Dragon. We've got the Dragon's Bead. You can discard a card to negate a trap that targets a dragon and destroy it. I do quite like that card. Crush the Gangdra. Oh, that's Gandora, the Dragon of Destruction. Why does it have that weird name? Is that its like actual Japanese name? Can't be special summoned. Paying half your life points, you can destroy every card on the field except this one and remove it from the game. And this card gains 300 attack for each card sent to the graveyard. And then it goes to the graveyard during the end of the turn which it's summoned. So I guess it's a potential game-ending card. I think, yeah, that's what Yugi did against Bakura, right? And in the final season. Don't know if I'm gonna use this card though. Like you have to give up half your life points. It is a game-winning card. It's very situational. Probably not. Okay, back to Alexis. Second, Elegant Egotist, Queen's Double. Got Shadow of Eyes and My Special. When your opponent sets a monster in defense, change it to attack, and it has a flip effect. It's not activated. We got Empress Judge, a fusion of Queen's Double and Hibikime. Not that great, probably won't use it. And Avalanching Ursa, so the Earth version of Raging Area and Storming Wind. Probably won't use that either. Back to dragons. Second Black Skull Dragon and Troop Dragon. Third Dragon's Gunfiring Dragon's Treasure. And a new card, we've got Dark Blaze Dragon, which I'm not a fan of, to be honest. It's a level 7, 1200 attack monster, which only becomes double the attack after you special summon it from the graveyard. Does have a Flame Wingman effect though, so maybe it's not as bad as I thought, but yeah. It's not amazing either. maybe worth considering. If our deck is really going to send loads of dragons to the graveyard. Okay, second Flute of Summoning Dragon, second Red Eyes. We did have a Red Eyes Black Dragon. Awesome. And second Dark Blaze Dragon. We got Super Rejuvenation, so this was a card I was talking about earlier. So during the end of a turn it's activated, you get to draw a card for every dragon discarded or tributed this turn. So, good with Spirit Ryu. And we got King Dragoon. Very nice card. Gold rare. Fusion of Lord of D and Divine Dragon Ragnarok. Your opponent can't select dragons as the target of any effects. And you can special summon a dragon from your hand once per turn. It's like a combination of Lord of D's effect with a slightly watered down Flute of Summoning Dragon. I don't even know if that might be worth putting in a fusion deck, but we'll put it there for now. Very happy to have it though. Let's see, Alexis. We've got a second Mystical Sand, a third End of the World. We've got Amazon as Paladin, which is nice. High attack points. Gains 100 attack for every Amazon in its card name, including itself. So it starts at 1800. Potential for the Warrior deck. So we'll see. Got Ancient Elf, which I think is just there to be a fusion material for Mystical Sand. And Dramatic Rescue. When an Amazoness card is targeted, return it to your hand and special summon another monster from your hand. Probably good for an Amazoness deck. Dragging me up. Second Gandora and Rancer Dragon at Super Rejuvenation. We got Divine Dragon Excellion. When it's summoned, it gains one of the following effects for each Excellion in your graveyard. And you get to choose which ones it has. It gains 1000 attack. It can attack once again after destroying a monster. And it can inflict damage to your opponent equal to the monster's attack. Pretty good selection. And we also got Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, the fusion of the 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons. Awesome. Maybe a Blue Eyes deck might be on the horizon at some point. Okay, back to Alexis. Does she have Cyber Angels in this pack? Because it feels like we've avoided them for so long. Does she not have Cyber Angels? Alright, we've got a second Giant Scorpion of the Tundra, Sonic Maid, Harpy's Pet Dragon, and Marie the Fallen One, as well as a third Etoile Cyber. Marie the Fallen One might be good for our Fire Princess deck, so we'll put that in there. Or we'll write it down. Second Ancient Elf and Harpy Lady, third Stormy Wind. Third Harpy's Pet Dragon, second Cyber 2/2, Amazon's Blowpiper and Harpy Lady Sisters. And we got Warrior of Tradition, a fusion between Sonic Maid and Beautiful Headhuntress. Spoiler alert, it is not that great. Okay, we got Hibikime, which was the fusion for that. Fusion material for, was it Empress Judge? Third Sonic Maid, second Amazon's Paladin. Cyber Gymnast, a pretty good card. Once per turn, by discarding a card, you can destroy an attack position monster on your opponent's side of the field. Quite like that one. Let's see, Dragons. Dragon's Mirror is the cover card, we haven't got that yet. So, third Super Rejuvenation, third Rare Metal Dragon, second Burst Breath, and Mirage Dragon, and Axe Dragonute. 2000 attack, but changes to defense when it attacks. I don't know if that's worth putting in another deck. I'll probably put it in a dragon deck. Second Death Volscal, third Flute of Summoning Dragon, and we got Divine Dragon Ragnarok. Which obviously is best for the fact that it fuses into King Dragoon. Okay, Alexis. Third Final Ritual of the Ancients and Amazon's Blowpiper, and we got Cyber Prima. When it's tribute summon, destroy all face-up spells on the field. Yeah, I like Cyber Prima. I like a lot of these Cyber cards. I very much consider a lot of these. Dragon again. Second Different Dimension Dragon, third Blackluster Ritual and Death Volscalf. And we got Hunter Dragon, a gold rare. Level 3 with 1700 attack is very good. And also getting these level 3 dragons also paves the way toward potentially making a Cyber Dark deck. Which I did want to do, but we just didn't have the cards for it. This is now looking more like a viable option. And Hunter Dragon will probably go into like a Dark deck as well, just level 3 high attack points. Very, very worthwhile card. Yeah, new cards are starting to get a lot rarer. Got a second Warrior of Tradition and Avalanching also, a third Harpy Girl and Harpy Lady 3. And we got Performance of Sword. Does this actually have an effect? Nope, it's just a lame level 6 ritual. Back to Dragons then. Third Dragon Master Knight and Black Skull Dragon, second Kaiser Glider, and Blue Eyes White Dragon. We've almost got all 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons that exist in the world. Just need one more. They're all in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, or they're all in Duel Academy packs. Okay, second Divine Dragon Excellion, third Gandora, Kaiser Glider, and Meteor Black Dragon. And we got a really good one. We got Tyrant Dragon. During your battle phase, it can attack 2 monsters. Negates any trap that targets it and destroys it. The only downside is if you bring it back from the graveyard, you have to tribute a dragon type monster. But honestly, it's probably worth it. Okay, Alexis once again. Okay, third Cyber 2 to an Ancient Elf, second Harpy Queen. Probably worth adding to the win deck. I'll write that down. And we got a new card, we got Allure Queen, level 7, so we've got Allure Queens. During your main phase, if it's special summoned by a level 5, you can equip any monster on the field to this card. Below a level, Allure Queens only allow that level or below. And it can the other monsters destroyed instead. I wish it gained attack points if it got equipped to something. That would make them a viable or more viable series. But I'm not the biggest fan. Okay, dragons again. Third Burst Breath Red Eyes Black Chick and Red Eyes Black Dragon. Second Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Third Divine Dragon Excellion, and we got a new card, Stamping Destruction. When you have a dragon, destroy a spell or trap and inflict 500 damage. Good card. 0 cost, destroy the spell or trap. Can't really complain at that. Alexis got a third Amazoness Spellcaster, Amazoness Fighter, Commencement Dance, and Harpy Lady Sisters. Second Empress Judge, third Queen's Double. Third Mystical Sand, second Amazoness Tiger and Cyber Gymnast, and we got Blade Skater. I don't know if we have Cyber Blader, but if we do, then Cyber Blader is very much on the cards for the Fusion deck. Okay, back to Alexis again. Third Harpy's Brother and Elegant Aegis, and we got Blazing Heater, the fire version of all of those other cards that tribute a monster of this type, special summon from the same type from your hand. Cards, which we won't use. Dragon. Second Dragon's Bead, and we got Whitehorn Dragon, which is also a good one. When it's normal or special summon, you can remove 5 of your opponent's spell cards from your graveyard from play, and it gains 300 attack for each one, and already starts on 2200, so that's pretty nice. Alexis, what are you saying now? Third Giant Scorpion of the Tundra and Marie the Fallen One. Second Shadow of Eyes, Performance of Sword, and Cyber Prima. Second Blade Skater, and a new card, Amazona's Chainmaster. The card that Mai used to get Marik's Winged Dragon of Ra. When it's destroyed by battle, pay 1500 life points to look at your opponent's hand and select one monster from it, add it to your hand, and you can use it. And it goes back to its owner's graveyard when it's destroyed. That's pretty good to just, like, grab a monster from your opponent's hand. That's actually a really good card. I'm actually considering putting that in another deck. It's pretty neat. Back to dragons. 5-headed dragon would be great as well. We just got Burst Scream of Destruction, which destroys all of your opponent's monsters when you have a Blue Eyes. But Blue Eyes can't attack this turn. Alexis. Third Performance of the Sword, second Blizzard Dragon, that's good. Second Allure Queen level 7, and a new card, Harpy's Pet Baby Dragon. Accumulates the effects for each harpy on the field other than itself. 1, your opponent can't attack any other harpy. 2, double its attack and defense. 3, once per turn, destroy a card on your opponent's side of the field. D, good card. Back to dragons. Third Different Dimension Dragon, second Wingbeat of Giant Dragon. Okay, we got a third Wingbeat of Giant Dragon, and we got Blue Eyes Shining Dragon. Who remembers that from Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie? This was considered one of the cards that was capable of beating the Egyptian gods. Can't be special summoned except by tributing Ultimate Dragon. Gains 300 for every dragon in your graveyard. And negate any effect that designates this card. Interesting. Tough to summon though. You had to get Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon on the field for that to work. Okay, third Empress Judging Shadow of Eyes, second Amazona's Chainmaster. Third Allure Queen level 7, and a new card, a gold rare Ice Master. You can tribute 2 water monsters to special summon it. Once per turn, you can put an ice counter on a monster. You can tribute this card to destroy all monsters with ice counters on them. I might put it in a water deck, just for the ease of being able to summon it, special summon it, rather than just tribute summon it. Could be useful though. Dragons, third Dark Blaze and Troop Dragon. Troop Dragon might be worth putting in the win deck just for a searcher monster. Okay, second Axe Dragon Newt, third Morale Dragon, and a new card. Red Eyes Darkness Dragon, the Atticus Night Shroud card. Can't be special summon except by tributing Red Eyes, and it gains 300 attack for every dragon in your graveyard. Probably a little too specific for a generic dragon deck, but could work in a Red Eyes focused deck. Alexis again, third Harpy Lady, second Pet Baby Dragon. Second Raging Area. Second Cyber Shield and Hysteric Party. That's good for the Harpy Ladies. Second Hibikime, third Blade Skater and Hysteric Party. Second Ice Master and a new card, Amazon Archer. Tribute 2 monsters to do 1200 points of damage to your opponent's life points. The effect's not great, but it's an Amazon card, so it'll probably go in my Amazon deck when I eventually make one. Dragon, second Whitehorn Dragon, pretty good. Maybe we should write that down as well. In fact, Tyrant Dragon, Whitehorn Dragon, these are cards I should probably be considering for other decks as well. Third Axe Dragonite, second Tyrant Dragon. Nothing to report there. Ooh, 2 new cards in 1. We've got Spear Dragon. Does piercing, then switches to defense when it attacks. Probably not for another deck, but a dragon deck, sure. Dragon's Rage, which makes all dragons do piercing damage for as long as it's on the field. Nice. Imagine we'll need a few Alexis packs before we catch up. Third Hibikime, second Blazing Heater. Third Amazoness Chainmaster. Second Triangle Ecstasy Spark. I mean, Cyberblade has got to be in this pack, surely. Now we've got a new card. We've got Harpy Lady 2, which negates any flip effect monsters it destroys in battle. Not bad. Third Warrior of Tradition, Amazoness Tiger and Blazing Heater. Second Amazon Archer. Third Raging Area. Third Amazoness Paladin. It's a good one to have 3 of. Third Cyber Shield and Avalanching Ursa. Second Forgiving Maiden. It's time to find it tough now, we're on 86%. Getting new cards not as easy, but there you go, as soon as you talk about it, you get it. Got a third Amazon Archer, but we also got Reshef for Dark Being. Ritual monster, discard a spell card to take control of a monster until the end of this turn. Not bad. Could win you a duel, could get you a tribute. Pretty decent. We'll keep going with Alexis for the time being. Third Forgiving Maiden. Third triangle ecstasy spark. Come on, Pax, I believe in you. Second dramatic rescue, okay, but... Where's my Cyberblader? Is that cover card White Knight Dragon, by the way? Because that's a pretty good card. And that's also a Society of Light reference, I believe. Third Ice Master. Getting plenty of that gold rare. Second Amazon Swordswoman. Getting a good amount of that gold rare. Third Cyber Gymnast. Okay, new card. Harpy Lady 1. That's the one we wanted. All wind monsters gain 300. In fact, because that one can work in a generic wind deck as well. Not that the other ones are bad in any way, but that one's particularly good. Now we can go back to dragons. And instantly get 2 new cards. We've got Inferno Fire Blast. Which inflicts damage to your opponent equal to Red Eye's attack points. The Red Eyes can't attack this turn, it's essentially like a direct attack. Third Rancer Dragon and a Lord of D. All dragons can't be targeted by anything. And of course, it goes into King Dragoon and you can use Flute of Summoning Dragon with it. Very happy to have that. Hopefully we get some more. Back to Alexis for now though. And we got White Knight Dragon. And that is the cover card. Good. Negates any spell or trap that targets it and destroys it. When a monster you control is attacked, you can send a spell or trap to the graveyard to change the target to this card. Yeah, that's really good. I wonder if the AI is smart enough to know White Knight Dragon has this effect, or if it's just gonna send all of its monsters flying into it. I certainly wouldn't complain. That's also good for a dragon deck, even though that was an Alexis pack. Second White Knight Dragon. Like London buses, man. Third Cyber Prima. You've hit that part of the pack opening where it's very hard to even get something you don't already have 3 of, let alone anything new. I wonder why they didn't make Cyberblade of a cover card. That would have made a lot more sense. Now we've got a third Harpy's Pet Baby Dragon. A second Harpy Lady 2. And I've got 2 2s. Just thinking Cyber 2-2 might come up in that one. Alright, down to our last 20k. We started on 30k, so it actually hasn't gone that quickly. But now we're just spamming packs. It's going to be a lot faster from here on out. And we finally got a new card. We got Birdface. When it's destroyed by battle, you can add a Harpy from your deck to your hand. Yeah, good for a Harpy Lady deck, sure. I'll take it. How about some dragons, eh? Got a second element dragon. A second divine dragon Ragnarok. Second Spear Dragon, third Blackluster Soldier, and a new card, and it is the man, the legend, it's Kyberman. You can tribute him to special summon Blue Eyes from your hand. He loves Blue Eyes that damn much. Thank you, Kyberman. Alright, 93. Got a third White Knight Dragon. It's tough. Ah, there we go. New card. Gold Red, Demise King of Armageddon. It's a ritual monster, but you can destroy every card on the field except this for a cost of 2,000 life points. Which is pretty solid, well, it's a good effect, very good effect. Alright, so we passed the 94% mark, so we can start looking at water cards. Got a third Fairy King Truesdale. Third Mother Grizzly, that's actually good. Very good. I'll make a note of that. Second Lord Poison. Second Warrior of Atlantis, that's also very good. Third Metallizing Parasite Lunatite. Third Aqua Spirit. Third Mermaid Knight. Oh, I didn't mean to buy two. We got a third Aquaria de Lesser. Well, we would have ended up buying 2 anyway. I'm a bit annoyed I did that though. You never buy 2 in a row, that's against the rules. Third Lord Poison. And a new card, and a very, very good card. Mobius the Frost Monarch. When it's tribute summoned, you can destroy up to 2 spells and traps on the field. That is what I call a very good water monster. Very, 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 very nice. So that's 96, 95, 94. So we're back onto dragons. Second Kyberman. Second Red Eyes Darkness Dragon and Decoy Dragon. I didn't realise we had Decoy Dragon, that was one of the cards I was waiting for. But that's good, that's a card that can bring dragons back from the graveyard. Second Hunter Dragon, very good. Third Whitehorn Dragon. Third Dragon's Bead and Red Eyes Darkness Dragon. Third Kyberman. Third Spear Dragon. Third Blue Eyes White Dragon. We've got all 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons in the world now. Seto Kaiba must have lost them all. But we'll take them. We'll happily grab our Blue Eyes collection, thank you. Third Element Dragon, second Blue Eyes Shining Dragon, third Felgrand Dragon. Second Inferno Fire Blast, third Blue Eyes Ultimate. I did it again. Fat thing of the bun. Got a third Inferno Fire Blast and a third Hunter Dragon. We would have ended up buying those 2 anyway. Again. And the third Hunter Dragon is good. Let's try to be more careful. Second Spirit Rear, cool. Third Divine Dragon Ragnarok. At least another Lord of D would be good. If you're not going to give me new cards. Third Blue Eyes Shining, second Burst Screaming Destruction. Yep, more Blue Eyes cards. Second Lord of D, there you go, thank you. Appreciate that. Third Spirit Rear. Third Decoy Dragon, nice. There's got to be a 5-headed dragon in here, surely. Moss Dragon's a pretty good one. Does it go in a generic deck? Maybe not on its own. So that's 96, 95, 96, and everything else is like 97 plus, right? Yeah, okay. So back onto Alexis packs. Second Harpy Lady 1. Third Harpy Lady 2. Third Amazon Swordsman. Okay. We'll take that. Third Blizzard Dragon. Pretty good. Now we're starting to get 10 of everything. Third Dramatic Rescue. It's just not happening so far. Ah, new card. Ooh. Cyber Harpy Lady. Yeah, that's a strong version of Harpy Lady for sure. Maybe in the Wind deck. Definitely, well, I don't know about definitely in the Harpy Lady deck actually. Because it, along with Harpy Ladies 1, 2, and 3, are all considered Harpy Lady in the deck as well, so you could only have 3 total of all of those cards. So you have to decide which ones you want. But that's up there. Okay, that's up to 96, 96, 96. Okay, let's go back to water cards. Third amphibious bugger off MK3. Second Fenrir. Cool. Second salvage. Probably worth maybe adding to a water deck. Second penguin soldier, that's pretty neat. Definitely the kind of card you want to get back for a salvage. Third treeborn frog. You can only have one though. Fourth treeborn frog. Yep, just getting those gold rares so easily. Second abyss soldier, that's good. In fact, the other one we have, I think we found on the floor. So I think that's the first time we packed it. Second Suijin. I did briefly consider making a Gate Guardian deck. Maybe I will one day, but it just seems really, really difficult. And your aim is to summon a monster that doesn't even have an effect. High attack points, yes, but no effect. Okay, Frost and Flame Dragon. Can't be special summon except by removing 1 fire and 2 water monsters. Once per turn you can discard a card to destroy a monster on the field. Good card, maybe has a use in a dragon deck which might have water and fire based dragons, but probably won't go into any of our existing decks. We're probably 1 card away from finishing the water pack now. Let's take a trip back to visit Alexis. Probably 2 cards left in here that we're looking for. And there is one of them. It's Cyberblader. That's the one we were waiting for. Yeah, I love this card. Etoile Cyber and Blade Skater, yeah. Can only be conducted with the above fusion materials. Ah. That's kind of a... kind of makes it a no-go for the general fusion deck. But we could make an Alexis deck. So yeah. While your opponent controls 1 monster, it can't be destroyed by battle. While 2, double its attack. While 3, negates all of your opponent's effects. Pretty neat. And I'm glad we have it. Nice. Okay, dragons. We might actually be able to finish a pack or 2 this episode. If we're very lucky. Because all of these packs are like 1 card away. Except for the dragons, which we're looking for a card to make it 1 away. So what is it, like 5-headed dragon and dragon's mirror? I imagine those are the only 2 cards left. 3rd Lord of D, that's good. Okay, Tyrant Dragon number 3. Dragon's Rage number 2. Surprised that's taken so long to get that many of. We got 4 Blue Eyes White Dragons. So we've got Grandpa's copy. We've got Grandpa's Blue Eyes as well now. Oh, we got a new card. No, not Dragon's Mirror. Well, we might actually have Dragon's Mirror actually now that I think about it. So maybe it is just 5-headed dragon that's now missing, but we have got ourselves a Paladin of White Dragon. Yeah. Instantly destroys face-down monsters when it attacks, and of course you contribute it to summon Blue Eyes from your deck, which is the best part of it. Blue Eyes cannot attack during that turn. So attack with Paladin of White Dragon first, then tribute it in your main phase 2 is usually the go-to. But there we go. So that's on 98. Wait, where was the 94? There's a... Oh, that's Jaden's deck, which we can't... Jaden's pack, which we can't buy. Well, we're not tagged with Jaden. Which sucks, by the way. I think if you complete the game with someone, you should unlock their pack for life. We did manage to finish Cyrus's deck in time, and Alexis. We haven't finished one heart with her, and we were 1 card away from completing her pack as well. There is a 97% here, so let's get some Neospatian cards. I think this is also 1 card away, I'm not 100% sure. I think it is just Neo Salius that is missing. which I would really love to have, even if it costs our remaining 5,000 DP. Oh man, you gotta love the game sometimes. Sometimes it just nices you. That did not take very long at all. There it is, Elemental Hero Neosalius. Technically treated as a normal monster, which actually benefits elemental heroes in a lot of ways, in general. And then, of course, if you Gemini summon it, it becomes Neos, and then you can use it for fusions. And of course, it just has 1900 attack, which by itself is very, very good. And is that it? Yeah, that is it. Neospatian pack complete. A fresh new taste. Delicious. So now we're just working through all of our 98% packs and trying to finish them off. So yeah, we'll start with expert spells. We got a third reasoning. Do I want to put a third reasoning in any pack decks? Probably not. I love the card, but 3's too much. 2's even pushing it really, but I do like it. A third creature swap, but we're only allowed 2 anyway. A third Makyu. And so all of these packs now, we are just looking for one more card. Second Dark Core, third Jaden. I am getting an idea for like a specific dragon deck, which is like cards like Jaden, Super Rejuvenation, and cards that come back, bring cards back from the graveyard. I feel like that will probably synergize really well. I don't even know what we're missing from this pack. I hope it's Snatch Steal. I'd love a Snatch Steal. Second Stray Lambs. And it was Brain Control. Well, it's not Snatch Steal, but it's good. Brain Control is good. And that can go in virtually any deck, really. Yeah, very nice. It's not even limited. Wow. You can have 3 Brain Controls. I don't think you can anymore. That's interesting. Okay, Expert Spells completed. Awesome. Expert Traps. Not sure what we're missing from here either. What traps don't we? What trap don't we have? When we have Mirror Force, which is a cover card. Got a third Shift. Do you think we're going to get the last card with our remaining DP? I'm going to say yeah. But that's it. We won't get the last card of any other pack. We got a second Waboku, which is a gold rare. Nope, we're done with you. Third Furin Kazan, second Raigeki Break. Not bad. Down to our last grand. Third covering fire. Third widespread ruin, which is also a gold rare. But we've only got 3 packs left. 1. Nothing. 2. Nothing. And finally... nothing. Alright. Still, 30,000 DP. We finished the vast majority of Alexis's pack, the vast majority of the Dragon pack, and we also managed to complete the Neospatian pack and the Expert Spells pack, and got some good, very good cards along the way. But yeah, this is just an indicator of how long it's actually going to take to finish up all of these packs, because they're all hanging on 98% now. So yeah, eventually we're going to finish them, but it's going to cost a lot of money to get there. Alright, well Jaden, you just stood there and watched me buy all these packs. I hope I've scared you a little bit. But now I need to decide which ones are going to go into my Earth deck. Okay, just taking a look at what we already have. I think we've got a lot of defensive monsters, so I don't think we need Skulldog Marin. That's all I managed to take out. There's probably a bunch of cards I want. Amazon's Swordswoman was one I was thinking of. Amazon's Paladin. Is that Earth? Yeah. So 1800 attack. Do we need 1800 attack monsters? I mean... probably not, right? Everything that's below 1800 has a good effect that makes it worth it. Okay, we'll leave out that, probably. Cyber Gymnast could be a good shout. Well, we'll leave that for now. Let's see if we even want to add anything else. Chainmaster. Loki just want Chainmaster. Just as a disruptor. Or do I give up for it though? Bazoo? No, I like Bazoo. Stone Statue? Is that really gonna be that good? Yeah, let's take Stone Statue. Let's put Chain Master in there. And I think that's it. Oh yeah, there's a Brain Control as well, which is gonna pretty much go in every deck now. Can we ditch? I'm thinking probably Soul Exchange, since Brain Control is just a better version of Soul Exchange, more versatile. You can attack with your opponent's monster as well. And you can attack in general on the turn you activate it. Yeah, let's put it in for Soul Exchange. Is it worth a Destiny draw? Take control of your opponent's monster for 1 turn? No. Probably a little risky. Snatch Steal I would. Okay, let's take on Jules with 10 and 9 against her, and 6 and 4 with a draw against Jaden. And we're fighting Jaden's original deck, which should be interesting. Alexis, you better not go easy on him now. Okay, Jules to go first then. Just a monster and 2 cards. Alexis could go for Harvest Angel. No, Blade Skater. Okay. It's not a terrible hand though. You can Premature Burial into Cyber Prima. Ooh, Warrior Lady. Luckily that matches up with Blade Skater, so he'd have to... Oh, he is actually going to remove it and Blade Skater from play. I'll take that. Clayman, maybe? I guess we'll see. Muka Muka would be on 2100, so... Muka Muka. Torrential Tribute. Ouch. Not as much of an ouch as you may think, Jaden. What did you lose? Bubble Man. Wow, you must have a weak hand if that's the best monster you could put on the field. Because I can now remove Muka Muka for the Rock Spirit. And attack. Raigeki Break. Wow, you guys pulling out all the stops, huh? And you discarded Blade Edge. That's gonna potentially affect things in the future. Right, Widespread Ruin and End. Alright, so Jules just has trap cards, I guess, for now. But hopefully we've burned through most of them. Okay, Etoile Cyber, that's gonna gain some attack. And we know Jaden had nothing better than a Bubble Man last turn. But he does have Premature Burial to bring back the Blade Edge he discarded. Clever boy. Not that we can't get rid of it. Ooh, our Righteous Justice. Please get negate attack. Nice, okay. Oh, he has two of them, never mind. They've really gone for effect destruction, haven't they? Our Righteous Justice, Rageki Break, Torrential Tribute, pulled out all the stops. Eventually, cards run out. Oh, there you go. Hammer Shot, thank you. I mean, I had Lightning Vortex anyway, but... Okay, let's summon Nimble Momonga. And we'll also special summon Spell Striker for a little bit of extra damage. We'll let Alexis deal with... Alexis will be able to tribute something for Cyber Prima, I'm sure. Jules didn't have any monsters last turn, so hopefully she shouldn't have more than one now. Lightning Vortex. Fantastic. Hand of Neffis she had in her hand. But that's it. They're running out of destruction cards here. I mean, Alexis still has Premature Burial. Harvest Angel of Wisdom is perfectly fine as well. Will Alexis beat Jaden to get revenge for that one time on the boat? Jaden has a face down. I hope it's Hero Signal. Because he's got nothing else. All I need is a monster with 300 or more attack. That isn't... Well, even a Tribute Summon monster with more than 2100 attack will do. I got my second Lightning Vortex. Okay. You drew Call of the Haunted, did you? That's not a bad protagonist top deck, Jaden. Out of the cards. No. No, no, no. Okay, good. I almost did something very silly there. So yeah, I think I'm gonna double Lightning Vortex your Blade Edge. Use one, discard the other. Yeah, see, it's not fun, is it? Okay, Destiny draw for them. I thought it might be Snack Steel, but we can work with that. We can work with that. Vampire Lord. A little bit of a problem, but not a big problem. We can still Premature Burial and Tribute into Cyber Prima. Monster cards. You let me pick a monster to send from my deck to the graveyard, are you? Well, surely then I would just pick the most powerful one, considering Alexis has Premature Burial in her hand. Or one that could maybe dodge a trap card effect. We don't really have one of those, so I think I will just say, because it's also funny, I'm going to put Elemental Hero Blade Edge in my graveyard. I think Alexis can summon Soul of Purity and Light now as well. So, reinforcement of the army will give you an extra monster anyway. We should win now. That's while Cyber should have enough attack points. MST. Guys have an answer to everything, man. Now, Soul of Purity. We can still summon Soul of. No, we can't summon Soul of Purity and Light. Apparently, we only have one light monster in the graveyard. Now I'm sure not gonna come up with any. Okay, we got a tribute monster. That's far from ideal. If Jules is a powerful monster, we're gonna lose. We're actually gonna lose this duel. One more Vampire Lord attack and we're done. Okay, we get another monster to send to our graveyard. Is there anything that would help? Or maybe anything that won't help? So we don't draw it? Yeah, let's say Raging Earth can go. Okay, Alexis, need something big from you now. Okay, well, reinforcement of the army at least lets you get a monster to defend with. Are we leading up to a Destiny draw now? Oh no. Jaden's got his own reinforcements. Stratos, yeah. We're done now. Captain Gold. Not that it matters, we've lost. Damn, man. It was so far ahead, and then they Destiny draw Snag Steal, and then, of course, we don't get the chance to Destiny draw because we've already dropped their life points down low. Unfortunate. Have they had an answer for every card we had? Premature Burial? Nope. MST. Couple of monsters on the field. Lightning Vortex. Good monster, Rakeki Break. Good monster, Torrential Tribute. Just so many traps. Well, I'm sorry, Alexis. You're gonna have to wait for that revenge against Jaden. No wins this time. But yeah, I think we will end the episode there. It's been quite a lengthy one, as our typical pack buying episodes. But yeah, let's try and remember what happened before we made it to the store. We were in the harbour. We went to class. We made some good progress there. Went down a few floors. Got a couple of cards. X-Head Cannon was, I guess, the highlight of that. We went to the duel field. We took on Yumi and Yuma with the hero deck. And we lost. I think we were also ahead in that one, weren't we? And then they came back from behind and won. Then we used the fusion deck to beat Anchor and Darren. Ambulance Rescue Roy was pretty good for us there. Kept bringing back Curse of Dragon when it got destroyed. We made them waste injection Fairy Lily's effect. And then they ran out of life points when we attacked it with Curse of Dragon. We came to the store. We had 2 new packs to open from. We had Alexis's pack for partnering with her, and the Dragon pack for completing the game with 2 characters after we'd done it with Jaden and Cyrus. And we've pretty much almost completed those. We also managed to complete two other packs. The Neospatian pack, which was only missing Elemental Hero Neosalius, and the Expert Spells pack, which was only missing Brain Control. So yeah, we're going to keep trying to complete packs for next time we make it to the store. We might be able to complete a few more. And then we used our Earth deck to take on Jules and Jaden Yuki, and we almost won, but they Destiny Drew Stack Steel, then tributed it for Vampire Lord, and then anything we used afterwards we just... Maybe I should have saved the Lightning Vortex I used on Blade Edge for later, but maybe we wouldn't have lasted long enough after that. So maybe that was the right call. But yeah, we just couldn't beat them. We couldn't get over the finish line. We ran out of cards and they had just about enough. A close duel though, and a fun one. But yeah, in the next episode we'll duel everyone in this little room here. Sadina, Rock, Ree, Moses, and Para and Jesse should be an interesting duel as well. So I hope you guys enjoy that one as well. And I'll see you there. Take care and goodbye.